Hello. Good morning. The 4th of April, 2024. And what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? All right. So I have gathered you here today to get through this thing called life. Actually, it's about time I do another live stream just to see what's up, who's out there, who wants to talk about what. But I've got two major things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about music. And then this weekend, of course, is Wrestlemania 40. Wow. And you believe Wrestlemania has been going around that long? Well, if you're my age, then wow. Yeah, it's been a while. First Wrestlemania was in 1985. But yeah, so we've got woo. All right. So where do we want to start here? Okay. See all this material I've prepared. This is just what I own. You know, there's so much more that is out there that I just never got copies of. But let's start. We're going to start with music because we're going back to 1964 with our music. Okay. All right. So hold on. Let me grab my music charts here. I got all this written down. Got my Billboard charts that I got off of the Wikipedia page. So of course it's got to all be correct, right? All right. So I'm covering both March and April, and we're doing 1964, but just for the months of March and April, though. Okay. 1964. So we wonder what was the number one album and number one songs between March and April of 1964. Well, the number one album in March and April of 1964 is the Beatles. Meet the Beatles. I Want to Hold Your Hand, Saw Her Standing There, This Boy, All My Lovin', all that stuff. Hello, Lee Arts. Good morning. How are you? Nice to see you. How's your day? Okay, so there we go. That's that album right there. And then there's three number one songs. Yay. Awesome. But then you're going to like the number one songs from 1964 too. In March of 1964, we had the Beatles with I Want to Hold Your Hand, which is also off of this one. And She Loves You, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. All right, which isn't on this one, but it went to number one. And then in April of 1964, you had Can't Buy Me Love went to number one. And this is like way before the Hard Day's Night album came out. So, and that wasn't on this one. It wasn't on the Beatles' second album. Hard Day's Night as an album and a movie came out towards the end of 1964, but Can't Buy Me Love as the song went to number one in April of 1964. So there we go, 1964. Whee! All right. That is awesome. I am so happy to hear that. Where are you at right now? Oh. Okay. We got 1964. All right, let's update our program by 10 more years. Let's go to, oh my God, did I type? We are like way ahead of our time. Okay, 1974. We are not ready for 2974. That is just way too far. Well, actually, it's really not that far in the future. Is it? Okay, if 1974 was 50 years in the past, oh wait, no, that's still way too far. None of us will be around. Okay. April and March and April. Okay. March of 1974. You had Bob Dylan in the band with Planet Waves. Barbra Streisand with The Way We Were. And John Denver's Greatest Hits. My dad actually owned that album, but I didn't realize that actually went to number one in 1974. I thought it was like late 70s, maybe even early 80s thing, but that shows how much I actually knew about music way back then before my teenage years. Okay, you also had number one songs. You had Terry Jacks with Season in the Sun. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. You had Cher with Dark Lady. And John Denver with Sunshine on My Shoulder. Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy. All right, what else? Okay, we go into April. April of 1974, John Denver's Greatest Hits. Paul McCartney and the Wings. All right, we got some more Beatles related stuff. Paul McCartney and the Wings with Band on the Run. Band on the Run. They also have the song Jet. Those are like the two most popular songs off this one, and which is really cool because I actually have a friend whose son is named Jet. And if y'all ever watched, I have an old airplane. Hey, look what you get when you get vinyl albums. You get inner sleeves. You get lyrics. Whoa! Why? I just had something else fall out of this. What is this? Oh wow! This shows how often I go through my albums. Silly Love Songs. The 45-inch single of Silly Love Songs. Maybe I put that in there, or maybe that was in there this whole time and I didn't know. Nah, I'm pretty sure I actually listened to that album. Okay. So, what else? Okay, and then at the end of April, Chicago 7. All right, 3 number one songs in April of 1974. We had Blue Sway with Hooked on a Feeling. All right, and then off of this album that came out in 1973, you had Benny and the Jets. Benny, and the Jets. All right. Elton John, Benny and the Jets. And then we have MFSB and the 3 Degrees with TSOP, The Sound of Philadelphia. And I don't remember how that one goes, but that was also a number one song. All right. What do you think? I love the music from 50 years ago. That's some great stuff. All right. Let's go to 1984. So you got to watch, if you're going to be typing stuff on a keyboard, you got to watch where your fingers are placed. I'll almost type 2984 again, which is way beyond anything we understand. Okay, 1984, 40 years ago. What was number one in March and April? Well, okay, number one album. When we're talking 1984, this is inescapable. Michael Jackson Thriller. Came out in 1982. Went to number one in 1983 and 1984. Wow, you were born in so this was probably the number one album when you were born. What month were you born? Can you believe that the first single off of this one was The Girl Is Mine with Paul McCartney? No, The Girl Is Mine. February. Okay, well, this was the number one album when you were born in February of 1984. And it was still number one in March and April of 1984. Beat It, Thriller, Billie Jean, Want to Be Starting Something. all classics. In fact, the album that came out before this for him was Off the Wall, which is a classic album. But this one has a little something for everybody. You got your traditional R&B. You got your rock and roll sounds with the with Beat It. You got a duet with Paul McCartney. Can't beat this album. This is just, you got Thriller, which is now like everybody's favorite Halloween song for the last 40 years. Okay. All right, what else? All right, number one song off of this album right here, off of Van Halen's 1984. Number one song was Jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Jump. Okay. There we go. I jumped. All right. Okay. At March of 1984. Also, in March 1984, Kenny Loggins went to number one with Footloose. Yes, 40 years ago, Footloose became the number one song. Then we turned to April of 1984. We still have Michael Jackson Thriller. I'm hiding it right now, I guess. Okay, and the Footloose soundtrack went to number one in April of 1984. And you got Footloose, Let's Hear It for the Boy, Almost Paradise, Holding Out for a Hero, Dancing in the Sheets. Those are like the biggest ones off of that, but yeah. Almost Paradise. Mike Reno of Loverboy and Ann Wilson of Heart. Okay. 40 years ago. See what you got what you were born into. Okay. Then we talk about number one songs. Once again, Kenny Loggins' Footloose. And then Phil Collins, Against All Odds. Take a look at me now. Okay, there we go. There's your March and April 1984 number one songs and number one albums. Okay, let's see what happened when Lee turned 10 years old in 1994. Okay, 1994. All right. What was number one when Lee turned 10 years old? Let's see. Mariah Carey's Music Box. That's one that has Dream Lover and Hero. Okay. Toni Braxton with Toni Braxton. And Soundgarden. Soundgarden went to number one with their Super Unknown album. And that one had, everybody knows Black Hole Sun. The weird thing is there was a song that was released as a single first off this one was called Spoon Man, based off this guy that played the spoons in Lollapalooza. Yeah. So that went to number one in March of 1994 when you were 10 years old. Okay. And interestingly enough, so many people loved 9 Inch Nails with the Downward Spiral. When that came out, 9 Inch Nails didn't make it to number one because Soundgarden beat them out. 9 Inch Nails went to number two. Okay, what else? All right, and then we got two number one songs. We have Celine Dion with The Power of Love. And I'm not going to try to sing it right now. Maybe if I turn on karaoke and have the song going on, I can try to get in the Power of Love mood. But I'm not going to attempt it right now. It takes a little extra effort to try to even sing it right, or otherwise I'll be like, Power of Love. Okay, anyway. Also number one, Ace of Base with The Sign. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. All right. Now let's go to April. April of 1994, when you were 10 years old. All right. Number one album, Ace of Base with The Sign. That's the one that also had what was it called? All That She Wants Is Another Baby. How that was a hot hit song, I don't know. It just sounded good, I guess. And don't turn around, you're gonna see my heart breaking. But of course, The Sign was like the #1 album and #1 song at that time. I saw The Sign. I saw the video for The Sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Okay. Also, Pantera went to #1 with their Far Beyond Driven album. That's the one where it's got like the skull and a screw going into it, and that's Far Beyond Driven. That's like considered like the heaviest album ever to go to #1. Okay, also in 1994, when you were 10 years old, we had Bonnie Raitt. Bonnie Raitt went to #1 with her Longing in Their Hearts CD or album or whatever. And that had songs like Love, That's Just Love Sneaking Up on You. Bonnie Raitt. Okay. And also Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd went to #1 with The Division Bell. All right. What about songs? Okay. Once again, I Saw the Sign. Okay. Plus R. Kelly, Bump and Grind. Okay. He didn't see nothing wrong with the little bump and grind. But we'll just leave that. Whatever your thoughts are on that, we'll just leave that there. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Let's go to 2004 when Lee over here turned 20 years old in 2004. 20 years ago. Wow. That means you're 40 years old now. Wow. Not as old as me, but congratulations. Wow, 40 years old. All right. Okay. But you look so young. Oh, I got to get it. Hold on. I got to stretch because I was on my knees for too long. Shake out my legs. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we go to 2004, 1994, I'm also here to talk about wrestling. Okay. So, as I was said earlier, back in 1985, WWF, it used to be World Wrestling Federation, they had their first WrestleMania. So, WrestleMania 10 happened in 1994. So, before I get to 2004, I'm going to just share some information here. Okay, 1994, WrestleMania 10. Okay, there was a women's championship. Okay, let me say this right here. Alundra Blaze versus Leilani Kai. Alundra Blaze won and kept her championship. All right. WWF Championship. Okay. First one was Yokozuna versus Lex Luger. And Yokozuna kept his championship by beating Lex Luger. And then the second one, at the end of the night, you had Bret Hart versus Yokozuna. And Bret Hart beat Yokozuna, became the WWF champion. And also that year, you had Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels with their famous ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Wow. There's your 1994. Okay. Hello, Cooking. What's up, Cooking? How you doing? Yeah. Hi. All right. So we are going to the year that Lee Arts was turned 20 years old. Are you ready to turn 20 years old again? See what you remember from when you were turned 20? Okay, let's do. I turned 34. Okay, but anyway, all right. March of 2004, 20 years ago. Here's what was popular. Okay, Norah Jones had a #1 album with Feels Like Home. Let me go grab these now. So they're Okay. Nora Jones, right here, Feels Like Home. And they had songs like Who Am I to You and Sunrise. It's a nice album. Nice sounding songs. Nothing too rocking, but if you like nice relaxing music, it's good. I like it. All right. And the number one song, Usher. Yeah. Why am I trying to sound like what's his name? Not AJ Styles. Who's the one going up against AJ Styles this year at WrestleMania? Yeah. Oh my God. What is his name? Hold on. I got this all written down here. I'm not going to show you my, there's my handwriting. It's terrible. Okay, but anyway. Oh, LA Knight. Yeah. But Usher was, yeah. Okay, that was number one. Then April of 2004. Okay. 20 years ago was 2004. Okay. All right. Once again, in April of 2004, you had Nora Jones with Feels Like Home and Usher's Confessions went to number one in April of 2004 when Lee turned 20 years old. Okay, and the number one song also for the month of April 2004, Usher, yeah. So that was happening around exactly 20 years ago when you turned 20 years old. Okay. But we're talking about wrestling too? Oh, don't let me forget about that. Okay, 2004 in wrestling. At WrestleMania 20. The Women's Championship, Victoria was the champion, and she beat Molly Holly. Actually, no, I think Molly Holly was a champion, but Victoria beat her. Victoria became women's champion. Okay. And then for the WWE Championship, Eddie Guerrero beat Kurt Angle and retained his championship, Eddie Guerrero. And then the World Heavyweight Championship, Chris Benoit beat Triple H and Shawn Michaels and became the World Heavyweight Championship. That was in 2004. So that was what was going on 20 years ago. All right. 6 viewers. Hey, 6 viewers. Or some people like to say, oh, I've got 600 viewers. You know, you just take the number and multiply it by 100. Okay. No. Let's go to when Lee over here turned 30 years old and I turned 44. What does that make me now? How do you like me now? Okay, 2014. Okay. 2014 was 10 years ago. Yes, it was. Okay. So, what was number one 10 years ago? Okay. Eric Church and a number one album with The Outsiders. And let me go over here. Okay. Let me grab this stuff so I don't have to do it all over again. Okay. Also, the Frozen soundtrack went to number one in March of 2014. Okay. Schoolboy Q had an album called Oxymoron that went to number one. And Rick Ross went to number one with Mastermind. 2 number one songs. We had Katy Perry with Dark Horse. And then Pharrell Williams with Happy. That's 'cause I'm happy. If you want like a room without him. 'Cause I'm happy. 'Cause I'm happy. Okay, anyway. All right, so that was March of 2014. What happened in April of 2014? Once again, you had the Frozen soundtrack. Went up at number one for the whole month of April 2014. And the number one song, Happy. Happy, happy, happy. Pharrell Williams with Happy. And I believe that was off of the movie Despicable Me 2. Not all Despicable Me, also Despicable Me 2, like the number 2, because it was the second Despicable Me movie. Because I'm happy. Come along if you feel like I should. Get the lyrics so I can sing the correct ones. Because I'm happy. Okay, so that's 10 years ago. 2014. Wow. You turned 30. I turned 44. Okay. But there was a WrestleMania that year too. That's what we're also here to talk about, music and wrestling. All right. 2014 was WrestleMania 30. There was a WWE Divas Championship. There was no women's championship anymore. They were divas at that point in time. And AJ Lee retained her women's champion versus pretty much the rest of the women's roster. Okay. And then the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan. Right here, Daniel Bryan. This is all I got. It's like, yes, 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 yes. Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. He won the World Heavyweight Champion versus Batista and Randy Orton. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. And also at the 2014 and actually 2004 too, John Cena was also there. I think he went against Bray Wyatt. Okay, anyway, that's 2014. Whee! What do you think? Are we ready to talk about now? Are you ready to talk about now? Right now? Are you ready? Why not? Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. Hey, I hear my birds. See, there's nothing like having birds in the house. That way, when you play back your videos that you made, they can hear themselves while you're playing your videos, and then they like to talk to themselves. Birds like to talk to other birds, or even if it's them that they're talking to, they just hear bird sounds, and they might not even realize it's them that they're hearing. So they'll talk to the other birds, even though it's them that's there. Okay, anyway, right? Right, birdies? Oh, you want to get quiet now that I came in here? Because I'm happy. Come along. Or was it clap along? I should probably break up the karaoke. What do you think? If we can sing these songs if I've got it on my karaoke. Okay. You know what? I'm going to get a chair. Because I'm happy. See, now I got that song stuck in my head. Anybody else? Anybody else got that song stuck in their head now? Okay. Here we go. I think that's just right there. Okay. All right. Are you ready for 2024? Let's update everything by what is currently popular right now. Okay. So here we are. Lee R's turned 40 years old, and I am 53. Okay, anyway. So what's popular here? What is popular in the world right now as far as music goes? Okay. You got March of 2024. And last month, we had Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign with Vultures 1. What was the number one album? You had, I can't remember. I think they're either Japanese or Korean. Twice. There was a group called Twice, and they went to number one with number one album called With Youth. Like it's got the YOU and then the -TH, With Youth. Okay, and then Morgan Wallen went back to number one with One Thing at a Time. Yes, I hear you. Okay, and then Ariana Grande went to number one with Eternal Sunshine. Not of the Spotless Mind, but I think it was partially influenced by that title. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Anybody remember that movie? Okay, I think that came out in 2004, 20 years ago. Anyway, so Kanye West twice, Morgan Wallen, and Ariana Grande, number one albums. Okay, number one songs, you had Beyonce with Texas Hold'em. This ain't Texas. You can't hold 'em. Better learn how to hold 'em. Learn how to fold 'em. I'm just mixing those two songs up. Okay, also, Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign had a number one song with Carnival. Ariana Grande had a number one song with We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Love. And then Teddy Swims had a number one song with Lose Control. That's all just recent stuff. And then, of course, April isn't over yet. So I have no idea what's going to be number one for the rest of this month. But for the very first week of April, number one album and number one song, we have Future and Metro Boomin with We Don't Trust You. And then the number one song with Future and Metro Boomin with Like That. We don't trust you like that. We don't trust you like that. So, okay, it should be interesting to see what the public chooses as their favorite number one music for the rest of the month of April 2024. I don't know, but okay. So there we go. We just talked about music and wrestling from 1964, 1974, 1984, 1994, 1994. Can't believe this was 1994, 30 years ago. Okay. 2004, 2014, and I'm happy. Okay. But Wrestlemania. Okay, today is Thursday. Well, yeah, in fact, it is still Thursday in the Philippines, too. They're only 13 hours ahead of me right now. So, in fact, it is 11 p.m. in the Philippines right now as I speak, okay? So that means it's not Friday officially yet, just in 1 hour. It'll be officially turned Friday. So it's still, for both of us, or for all of us, it's still Thursday. There's very few places in the world where it's already changed over. But anyway, between the Philippines and America, it's Thursday. So tomorrow, Friday, and I don't know how Filipinos even can watch like professional wrestling, like SmackDown and stuff like that. I mean, they probably have to use either, if they really are serious about watching it, they use streaming services or watch something that covers it the next day, something like that. But okay, so for me, tomorrow night we got SmackDown, which will include the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and it should have the Hall of Fame ceremony after that. But then Saturday night, wrestling comes our way. We begin our WrestleMania 40. Okay. And I never, pardon my handwriting, but I have this list written down of who's supposed to be, what matches as of right now are going to be at WrestleMania 40. Okay. Let's put there. put that in here just in case people wonder what I'm talking about. If they are like me and sometimes have the sound off, but hold on. I gotta type this right. Wrestlemania 40. So that way you know what I'm talking about. Even if you can't hear what I'm talking about, you know that's what I'm talking about. Okay. So I have this written down, and this order may not actually be the order that they go in, but I'm going to present it in this order because that's how I got off the line. Okay, so the first one we got Women's Championship. I believe it's the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. All right. Here we go. There we go. These are the two people who are fighting for the Raw Women's Champion. And these are the characters I got to. Okay, we got Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. And now I have to try to make a prediction. I remember last year I did this. I made like little short videos of the major championships of who was going to be in it. Okay, anyway, so this is who's going up against who. Okay, Rhea Ripley's the dominant champion. Nobody seems to be able to beat her. Becky Lynch is like a favorite, and she's a mother, and she's been crossing the line because she's been talking about her kids, and Becky Lynch is the man. But how is this going to play out? Is Becky Lynch going to beat Rhea Ripley? Okay, so we're going to do like, I'm not going to take these things out of their boxes and make them fight. So we're just going to, okay, we're going to pretend like they're fighting, but leaving them in their packages. Okay, ha, 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 ha. Fight, 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 fight. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm gonna just predict that Rhea Ripley's still gonna come out of this. Sorry, Becky Lynch, but my prediction is Rhea Ripley gonna win this and stay the champion. Okay, that's my prediction with that one. Okay, what's next? Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Oh, that one's a tough one. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. To me, under normal circumstances, I would think that Gunther would still win. Although they've been trying to do this like whole underdog story of Sami Zayn, you know, being like Rocky and trying to finally win the big one. So maybe somehow, this is a good one, because lately what they've been doing with Gunther, he's been attacking Sami Zayn in a way where people are like really upset with Gunther for being so dirty. So maybe that might be that little edge that people would be like rooting for Sami enough to be like, yes, get him back. I'm going to say Gunther. Okay. All right. Next, we have a tag team championship match. We got Finn Balor and Damian Priest. All right, let me get my stuff out here. I got the people. Yeah, okay. All right, hold on. Let me get some visual representation here. All right. This is all I got. I mean, I collect stuff, but I don't have enough money to collect everything. So, all right. So, tag team match. We got Finn Balor and Damian Priest. This is supposed to be Finn Balor. All right, should I do something with get the light there? Okay, is that better? Get this light shining on my head. Okay, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. You know what? Hold on. Let's do something different here. All right. Okay. Is that better? How's that? What do you think? Hey, get out of here. Okay, let's see. All right, me. I got an idea. I'm trying to do this live stream where I get the best view, but also I got to feel comfortable too, right? Okay, I got an idea. I know what I'm gonna do. All right, you ready? Okay, let's do this before I run out of battery. Okay, so let's go. Is that better? Or should I go like that? Okay. All right, that's what okay, hold on. I guess that'll work. Right here? That good? Okay. Scotty B. What's up, Scotty B show? How you doing? All right. I don't know if you pay attention to wrestling or not. I already did the whole music thing. But we're talking about WrestleMania 40 now, which is this weekend. And I already talked about this match. Got Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, and I predicted that Rhea Ripley will win. Okay. Tag team match. Got Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus The Miz and R-Truth versus Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Wait, I got two Kofi Kingstons. Where'd my other Kofi Kingston go? Oh. Okay, got a tiny Kofi Kingston also. All right, so Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Pete Dunne and Tyler. Oh my God, Tyler Bates. Okay, so who's going to win this tag team championship? Okay, Finn Balor, Damian Priest. We got the Judgment Day, who are the current champions. There we go. There's Finn Balor, kind of. All right. I don't know. I can't. I'm going to say Judgment Day. I think Judgment Day is going to retain. Judgment Day. Okay. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. This is going to be an interesting one. Everybody thinks that Jey should win. I mean, he's the one that has a better chance of being a singles wrestler than Jimmy is. But this is also a brother versus brother. I'm gonna say Jey. I'm gonna give it to Jey. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of shenanigans, but shenanigans aren't just for the Irish. What was it? House of Pain in 1991 had a album called Shamrocks and Shenanigans. But anyway, okay, Jey Uso. All right. There's also a women's match. It's not a women's title match, but it involves the women's tag team champions, but they're not actually doing it for their tag team championship. It's like, just women against each other because they. Okay, anyway, so this next one, what do I got? All right, here's what I got to represent this next one here. Okay. Yeah. Well, here's what we got for this year. Okay. So we got Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. Okay. So this is going to be an interesting one. To me, the team of Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi seems like they're definitely the most dominant team. But then again, on the other team, you got Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. And I think they work better together. Plus, they still have Io Sky if she wants to get involved. So even though they're the tougher group and the strongest, the fastest, all that. Hey, wow. Can you believe last year at WrestleMania, these two were fighting against each other for the women's championship? Now neither of them are in it. They're just fighting each other as a team again. Anyway, for that one, I'm going to give it to Asuka's team. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling that somehow Damage Control is going to, I don't know. I'm going to give it to Asuka. Okay. All right. What's the big ending match? No, one more. Okay. Before that. Okay. You got the LWO, Latin World Order. And the two people representing that, I got two. You got Rey Mysterio. These are both Rey Mysterio, but they're also both wearing masks, so we could pretend that it's Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Okay. You got Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio, which is, for those of you who don't know, Dominic Mysterio is Rey Mysterio's son, who ended up going bad. He's a bad guy now. He's part of Judgment Day. So, LWO versus, I think the last time that Rey Mysterio faced Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania, Rey won because it was a father versus son match, and he had to teach his son a lesson. But this time, I don't know. Sorry, Ray, but I think that somehow Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio are going to beat the LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. That's my prediction for that. So it'll be interesting to actually watch WrestleMania over the weekend and then maybe go back and re-watch this video and see if I'm right about any of this. How much I was wrong about, I don't know. But this leads us to our the major match of the night, and this next match is going to determine pretty much almost everything on night 2. So let's see who's involved in this match, okay? Okay, here we go. It's so bad that the only thing I got by Cody Rhodes is an AEW guy, but I got a character from him, and I don't need to spend any money on updating it because it's still him, even though it says AEW instead of, but whatever. Okay. Hello, the Bud Files. What's up? How you doing? All right. Welcome. Okay. So night 1 of WrestleMania 40. We have the Bloodline with The Rock and Roman Reigns. And that's a little Roman Reigns figure. Versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Okay. Now, the winner, whoever, if these guys win, The Rock and Roman Reigns win, then the final match versus Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes on night 2 ends up being a match where anything goes. But if somehow these guys win on night 1, then the Rock or the Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, there will be no interference. Well, supposedly. Okay. All right. Right. So, how is this going to play out? We got these guys fighting against each other. On night 2, Seth Rollins is also going against Drew McIntyre. So, what's going to happen? Who's gonna come out on top with this one? You got The Rock involved. Got Roman Reigns. I have no idea. It could go a couple ways. If they beat them, then anything can happen in the next thing. All right. And what I determine what I determine here kind of determines what I think will happen with the next one. So my thought is that the final match of night 2, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, if they don't do this, there's going to be so many people upset once again, 2 years in a row. And why waste 2 perfectly good Royal Rumble winners being the same guy if you're not going to let him win the second time? But somehow, my prediction is night 2, Cody Rhodes is going to beat Roman Reigns. Now, how that happens can happen a couple of ways, okay? Either it can be just him versus Roman Reigns and no interference on night 2, and he just straight up beats him. Or these guys win on night 1. There's a whole bunch of interference, but okay, here's what could possibly happen. Okay. All right, here's my prediction. Okay. These guys are going to beat the heck out of these guys, and probably involving interference on night 1, which means, okay, so that night 1, that's my prediction what's going to happen. These guys are going to beat these guys, beat them up really bad. So, we'll just keep that as a thought. That means that night 2, when it comes to Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins is going to be beat up, but he's going to still try to wrestle. But Drew McIntyre, my prediction, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre is going to end up beating Seth Rollins, becoming the WWE champion at Wrestlemania with actual people in attendance. So, sorry, Seth. That's what I think is going to happen. All right. All right, before we get to the last match of the night, let's go to the other ones. Okay. We got Io Sky versus Bayley. Okay. All right, we'll put Rock over here because we've got these guys. All right, hold on. Io Sky versus Bayley. I got this pillow for my wife for Mercy way back when Bayley was the good character, the hug me character, the one that everybody loved, the little girls looked up to, the big happy smiley character before she went bad. So, okay, and right now she's being the good character again, not exactly at this range, but okay, Bayley versus Io Sky. originally known as Io Shirai. Okay. For the women's championship of, I believe, SmackDown. All right. So you might possibly have Damage Control involved in it. But Bayley's playing this whole redemption thing where, I think that somehow Bayley is going to end up winning and becoming women's champion. Okay, we'll see. All right, what's next? All right, LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even sound like him when I say yeah. I can't decide what yeah I want to sound like. Want to try to be Usher's yeah, or do I want to be LA Knight's yeah? And I can't sound like either of them. Okay. Anyway, here, look, here's a little AJ Styles there. I don't have an LA Knight, but anyway, wee. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. It's not for a championship or anything. It's just for like revenge because they both don't like each other right now. So unless the OC or whatever, Gallows and Anderson come out and interfere, somehow I think LA Knight's going to beat AJ Styles. Because if he doesn't, then what's the point of building him up this whole time, or him building himself up? So LA Knight. That's my prediction for that one. Okay, next. We got Logan Paul and Randy Orton. Hey, Randy Orton's back from 2014. Okay. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens for the title that Logan Paul currently has. And man, it'd be nice to see Randy Orton actually win a championship again, although before he officially retires, which I don't know, he looks like he's in the best shape he is, but he seems like he's also slower than he used to be. I don't know. But this is going to go one of two ways. Either somehow Randy Orton's going to win, or else Logan Paul is somehow kind of be sneaky, use the brass knuckles again. But you know what? Since it also has Kevin Owens involved and he also doesn't like Logan Paul, actually, I'm going to give this one to Randy. I think Randy Orton is going to win this one versus Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, because I think Kevin Owens and Logan Paul will kind of equal each other out, and then Randy Orton. Okay. He made that comeback. Everybody was happy to see him. At least he get to win something, right? Okay. And then we got one more match before we get to the main event. Okay, never mind the Booker T's in this combo. He'll be on announcing, but all right, so we got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain. Man. I feel like Bobby deserves more respect in wrestling than they've been giving him. And the Street Profits definitely need to be able to step up their game too, because they got something special. But Karrion Kross has been kind of like ignored for so long. He hasn't really been able to show why people in the other went back when he was in TNA. He went by the name of Killer Kross. So we know he's got something special. And then the Authors of Pain are supposed to be way more dominant. That they just came back after who knows where they disappeared to. To me, that's a kind of a tough one, because I can see how I would want either of them to actually win this. I think Bobby and the Street Profits should win, basically because the other team is the one that's been jumping them and doing all the bad stuff. But the other team also needs to develop some kind of they need to find some way to get respect from people, because right now nobody's really thinking much of them besides just being these bad guys. They're jumping the good guys of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, who just recently, up until recently, were kind of like heading in the bad side, but then they got into this feud. Ultimately, I think Bobby deserves to be there. But I think I hate to say this, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain, because if anybody's gonna ever take them seriously, now is the time that they need to win. Because Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are kind of already in there. People already know them. They already like them. They already respect them and know what they can do. This is something that Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain need to have in order to continue to, in order to be taken seriously in the future. That's my thought on that one. Okay. And now, the final match of the night, the final match of WrestleMania, comes down to the championship between the undisputed champion Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Last year at this time, these two were fighting each other. Cody Rhodes had won the Royal Rumble. He wanted to finish his story, win the championship that his father, Dusty Rhodes, never got. This guy been the undisputed champion, but then again, he's a big sell, but he hardly ever shows up anymore. And who knows, maybe he wants to take a break from wrestling. I don't know. But last year, Shenanigans Central, Roman Reigns beat Cody. I predicted it wrong last year. This year, okay, this is what it all comes down to. Here's how I think I would like it to go. I, like so many people, would like to see Cody Rhodes finally beat Roman Reigns, put a notch down on the bloodline, and finally finish his story, give us a chance to see what he's made of in the future as a champion. If it doesn't go well with him as a champion, you could always go back to Roman Reigns later. But we got to finish the story. Otherwise, you'll never know. We'll never know, and it'll be like, whether he's going to be good or bad, I think he deserves to finally be in that spot. Just get it over with, okay? All right, but all right. So how's this going to happen? Okay. If these guys win on night one, anything can happen. Here's my thought of what could happen. All right, somehow, amidst all, them being a group, being the bloodline, there's going to be a rift between Roman Reigns is going to do something the Rock's not going to be happy about. I mean, Rock's definitely been the bad guy lately, where he's been beating up on Cody way more than Roman has, and he's been, bringing the R-rated, swearing and blood and stuff like that back to the WWE. Of course, he's not going to go for a championship, but okay, one of two things has happened. Something's going to happen between them, and he's going to have a change of mind, or else he's just going to be really upset with Roman, and he's going to somehow get involved to the point where it's going to help Cody win. So there's that possibility. Plus, this would make me, and I'm sure plenty of other people, happy if AEW would let us have Dustin Rhodes for one night. These guys could be beating him down. All of a sudden you hear, wouldn't this be wild if we heard the music, I don't remember how it goes anymore. You have to watch some old wrestling or whatever. The music of Goldust. Could you imagine if Dustin Rhodes came out as Goldust and helped out Cody Rhodes? And then in the end, Cody's the champion and they hug each other. And then everybody comes out and like, yay, Cody finally won. Okay. So those are the two ways I can possibly see Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns. To me, he has to. Otherwise, the last 2 years, I mean, last year was pretty bad as it was when Roman beat him because of all those shenanigans. But 2 years in a row, my prediction this year, somehow, Cody Rhodes. Okay. So what do you think? All right. Once again, we'll go over my predictions for this year. Okay. My prediction in Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Okay. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. My prediction, Rhea Ripley. Okay. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Gunther. Finn Balor and Damon Priest. I think they'll retain. Okay. Jey Uso, hopefully should beat Jimmy Uso. Okay, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi. I'm going to say Asuka's team. All right. LWO, I'm going to say Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Okay. And then the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. I'm thinking on night one, the Bloodline's going to win. Okay. Those are my predictions for night one. I'll leave them right there. Okay. So you can see out of the characters that I have, who I think is going to end up being the winners on night one. Okay. Now, you saw what I predicted. We'll see night two, Sunday night. My prediction. Oh, Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins is going to be so beat up from the night before. Drew McIntyre. Okay. All right. Io Sky versus Bayley. Where is she? Where's my Bayley? Bayley. All right, can you see Bayley? Anyway, okay, so there's Bayley right there. I'm gonna say Bayley's gonna win that one. She's doing the baby face thing now, and they've been mistreating her, and she's gonna win. Okay, LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I'm gonna say LA Knight. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. I'm going to say Randy Orton. Okay. Bobby Lashley and Street Profits versus Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain. I probably should know better, but I'm actually going to give this one to Karrion Kross and Authors of Pain. I feel like they need it more. All right. And then Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Even though this is a bad play because I got an AEW Cody Rhodes. That's if he doesn't win, it just makes no sense. Like, what have we been doing the last 2 years? I mean, how far are we going to take this Roman Reigns thing? Whereas he's still champion, but he's hardly ever there to wrestle, hardly ever defends his championship. What's the point? Got to do something different. Got to do something new. I mean, for the most part, especially with the Hall of Fame and everything like that, the whole bloodline thing has been dominant, and they're getting all the respect that they need, but it's time for a change. So now that they've finally gotten all that respect and notoriety, and people actually respect them, it's time for some new blood. He's already shed blood with The Rock. But anyway, so that's my predictions. Any of you who knows wrestling or knows anybody that's still wrestling, let me know what you think. So that's it. Okay, WrestleMania 40! Whee! All right. So we went from 1994, 30 years ago. All right. We're going to do a short recap of my informational live stream, okay? All right. So all right. For music, we did 1964. Basically dominated by the Beatles. 1974, Paul McCartney had Band on the Run, Elton John, Benny and the Jets, Bob Dylan and the band Planet Waves, Barbra Streisand, The Way We Were, John Denver's Greatest Hits, Seasons in the Sun, We Had Joy, We Had Fun, We Had Seasons in the Sun, Cher, Dark Lady, Blue Suede, I'm hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, that's in your 1974. 1984. Of course, we got your Michael Jackson Thriller. All right. You also had Van Halen, when number one with Jump. Might as well jump. Footloose. The song and the album went to number one. And then also Phil Collins with Against All Odds. Take a look at me now. All right. 1994. You had hold on. 1994. Mariah Carey's Music Box. Tony Braxton. Soundgarden went to number one with Alone with the Super Unknown. And the Black Hole Sun. Won't you come? All right. Celine Dion, number one with The Power of Love. Ace of Base went to number one with The Sign, both the song and the album. Bonnie Raitt, Pantera, Far Beyond Driven. Bonnie Raitt, Longing in Their Hearts. And Pink Floyd, The Division Bell. Ace of Base, The Sign. R. Kelly, Didn't See Nothing Wrong with Little Bump and Grind. Well, and Alundra Blaze, women's champion. Yokozuna, WWF champion, but then turned into Bret Hart as the WWF champion. So at the end of the 1994 WrestleMania 10, Alundra Blaze, Bret Hart. Okay. 2004, you have Norah Jones, Feels Like Home. And Usher, yeah. Okay, also, Usher, Confessions. So, yeah, number one song, Confessions, number one album. But at WrestleMania 20, you had Victoria coming out as women's champion, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit. Okay, WrestleMania 20. 2014, we have Eric Church with The Outsiders. The Frozen soundtrack. Okay. Schoolboy Q, Oxymoron. Rick Ross, Mastermind. Katy Perry with Dark Horse. Pharrell Williams with Happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof, 'cause I'm happy. Okay, also, well, yeah, Frozen and Pharrell Williams with Happy for April. Okay. And then in 2014, WrestleMania 30, you had AJ Lee as the Women's Divas Championship. And Daniel Bryan. Yes. Wait, yes. Hold on. Yes, 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 yes. The Yes Movement won, and Daniel Bryan became the world heavyweight champion in 2014. But what about this year? Well, so far on our music charts, you got Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign with Vultures won, Twice with Youth, Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time, Ariana Grande, Eternal Sunshine, Beyonce, Texas Hold'em, Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign with Carnival, Ariana Grande, We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Love, and Teddy Swims, Lose Control, Future and Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You, and Future and Metro Boomin, Like That. We Don't Trust You Like That. And then my predictions for the main champions: Rhea Ripley, Drew McIntyre, Bayley, and Cody Rhodes. That's what I think. We'll just see how wrong I am and see what happens with the rest of the month of April for music. So there we go. And now, after I get done with this live stream, I got a lot to clean up and put away. Look at that. That's all this stuff that I just used. Oh my goodness. All right. Yay. So now I get to watch my wrestling this weekend and see if any of my predictions come true. This should be interesting. Okay, hello, peoples. Party people. Yeah, tag team back again. Joy Simple, what's up, Joy? How you doing? All right, so what do y'all think? What do you think about my predictions and any of the stuff that I presented? The music, all that sort of thing. How long have I been going here? Okay, been about an hour. Should I sing? Want to actually hear some music instead of just having me talk about music? Well, if I do that, then I'm probably going to get have to share my monetization. But since my viewership is so bad that I probably make like $100 every 2 years, it seems like. Just sharing the monetization on one live stream probably doesn't even really matter that much at this point in time. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe if I only sing part of a song, that won't hurt me with monetization. Or, and does anybody want to hear actual music? Let's do that. I can hear my birds singing, tweeting away. Okay. Tell you what. I'm going to go set up my karaoke. Y'all just look at a globe. Where's the Philippines? Okay, there's the Philippines. Look at a globe that shows the Philippines. And I will be right back. All right, I'm unplugging. Hey, there we go. There's the Philippines. There's the world. We are the world. Lee Arts, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's sing. We're gonna try this here, okay? All right. So I'll place this right here. Okay. Let's just we're going to try to find songs that I already talked about, okay? Let's go with, and I'm rather limited with this. I think the newest songs that come, anything past 2004, I probably don't have, at least on this one. All right, let's look up a singer. Hey, does anybody else have one of these magic things? These things have like all these little cartridges in the back that you can put. See that? See the cartridges? Some of the cartridges I have don't work. Maybe it was just a matter of time and that's just the way they are, but okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on for a second here. I'm trying to look up the Beatles. B-E-A. Maybe it's the Beatles. All right, let's try that. We'll put in the first, okay? T-H-E-E-A-T. See, in order to find the Beatles, I have to put the in front of it. Okay. Do we have I Want to Hold Your Hand? I saw her standing there. Love Me Do. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know if Oh, yeah, I tell you something. I think you'll understand when I say someday I want to hold your hand. It goes high. I want to hold. It's like you try to sing. You know, the Beatles got two main singers. You got Paul McCartney and John Lennon. And sometimes Paul McCartney can go so deceptive with his singing. He got the lower range, but then he goes up really high, both him and John Lennon at the same time. That makes it hard for us normal singers to. And let me hold your hand. Okay. That was terrible. All right. Let's go. Let's look up. She. L. Oh, I don't have She Loves You. Okay. Yeah. What about Can't Buy Me Love? Do I have that? Can't Buy Me Love. Okay, let's try that. All right. 1964. You got to get ready to sing this stuff, you know. I get you anything, my friend, if it make you feel alright. I don't care too much money. Money can't buy me love. I give you all I got to give if you say you love me too. I may not have a lot to give, but what I got, I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Okay, there's that one. All right, let's go to 1974. Why don't we? Let's see what I got from these charts. Okay. Title. S-E-A. Yep, there we go. Whoop. All right. This song, this is a different. I don't have the original version. I got some by Westlife. This is one of the most depressing songs ever if you really pay attention to the lyrics. And it's like saying goodbye to you. It's hard to die. It's like, what? You know, it's got that chorus where it's going, we have joy, we had fun, we had seasons and something. It just sounds like such a fun song, but he's talking about dying and leaving people, and it's just like, that was a number one song. It just sounded good. Skin our hearts and skin our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die. When all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, pretty girls are everywhere. Think of me and I'll be there. Oh, I'm too fast. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climb, just like seasons out of time. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, what else? John Denver. Let's see if we got any John Denver, okay? And I'm only not singing the whole song because, you know, there's that whole, what's it called? Not monetization, but when it's other people's music that you can't have and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe I should sing that again. Okay, but we'll come back to that. Okay, here we go. This was 1974 also, number one. John Denver. Sunshine. Oh, no, not yet. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine. No. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Okay, that's a nice song, huh? All right. 1974. I know I got this next one, or at least I should. Hold on. If I don't have this next one on here, I'm going to be very upset. How do I not have Hooked on a Feeling? I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling. All right. Wow. Is it under a different title? Wow. That is so strange. What's wrong with my magic singer if I don't have that one? Yeah, no, CPR. Thank you very much. Okay, we don't have Hooked on a Feeling. How do we not have Hooked on a Feeling? Okay, what about Benny and the Jets? That's also a number one song from this time, 50 years ago. Benny and the Jets. Once again, I can't sing the whole thing. I can barely sing much of it. In fact, maybe if only sing a little bit, but you hear the music, it's okay. I don't know what the rules are. You know, it's so funny. Karaoke versions of songs are so weird. It's just like it's like it basically sounds like it, but the musical part is so different. And then his voice goes up really high. Oh, but they're so spaced out. Benny and the Jets. Oh, but they're wonderful. Oh, man, she's a really king. She got electric boots, a boy suit. You know, I read it in a magazine. Oh, Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go to 1984. Let's see what I got from 1984. Can I Jump? Yes, I can. Woo! Woo! Except you can't see my feet. You can just see my legs going up. Woo! Nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I see the toughest around. And I know, baby, just how you feel. You gotta roll with the punches to get what's real. Roll with the punches to get to what's real. Got my back against the record machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? I might as well jump. See, I just want to sing it so bad. I sing it before it's time to sing it. Baby, jump! Go ahead and jump. Hey, you! Who said that? Okay. There we go. Yeah, 1984 jump. Okay. What about Footloose? Do I have Footloose? Am I Footloose? Not so much anymore. I used to be a lot more Footloose. F. O. Oh, I do. Okay. This was also number 1 40 years ago. Hey, we went from jumping to being Footloose. Wow. We liked our dancing back in 1984, huh? Been working so hard, I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got. I got this feeling that time just holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling. So we gotta jump to hit the ceiling, right? And that was a different song. Gotta cut loose. Foot loose. Kick off your Sunday shoes. Okay. Anybody feeling footloose? Can I make somebody dance? I can't see you dance, but can you? All right. And then one more from 1984, If I Have It. A-G-A. And there it is. Okay. This is one of those, this is one of those sad songs, too. You know, the girl left him. It's like, take a look at me now. How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here, taking every breath with you. Ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all. How can you just walk away from me when all I can do is watch you leave? Because we shared the laughter and the pain and even shed the tears. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space. There's nothing left here to remind me. Just a memory of your face. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, all right. 1984. There we go. All right, Lee. LLS when Lee was born. Okay. Let's see what we got from 1994. Okay. I put T H E S I. No, I don't have the sign, so I can't open up my eyes. All right. What about? Oh, okay. Here comes the big test right here. I'm going to attempt to see. I got to see if I have it in me right now to try to sing about the power of love, especially since it's a Celine Dion song, and you know how she can sing. But okay, all right. Here we go. Pow. Hey, is it the power of love? Okay, hold on. That'd be another disappointing one if I don't have Celine Dion. See, the power of love. You gotta. Okay. And it's not like YouTube where you can just put in whatever you want and it'll figure it out for you. You gotta be specific. Or Atlantic. Pacific. Specific. Yes. Do I? Are rolling like thunder now as I look into your eyes. Hold on to your body. 30 years ago. Hey, Lee, you were 10 years old when this was number one. How about that? It's still, I think, one of my favorite Celine Dion songs, though. Although, you know, the funny thing is, I don't think I actually really liked the song when it first came out. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't until much later that it actually started meaning something to me. You know, of course, I can't sing from her perspective because I'm not the lady and there's no man, you know, it's the opposite for me, but anyway. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. Has she even said the words power of love yet? I don't think so. I think that comes a little bit later, right? In the world. Ooh. I only got so much battery left on my thing before I have to give this up. Even though there may be time, it seems I'm far. Oh, I wasn't ready. Never wonder where I am, 'cause I am always by your side, 'cause you're my lady, and I am your man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. Yeah. See, that's one of those things where you got to decide, do you want to try to sing at the level that that person sings, or you just try to sing at what works best for you and still try to make it sound decent? All right. Power of love. I saw the sign, but I don't see the sign on my on this thing here. So I can't sing the sign. And I'm not going to sing Bump and Grind. Although that was always a funny one. R. Kelly's Bump and Grind. I always thought, like, you know, when you're at work and you have to go to the bathroom really bad, and you're like, my mind's telling me no, but my body says yeah. Anyway, all right. Talk about yeah. Let's sing yeah. Title, yeah. Y. E. Huh? Where's my yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I don't have. Where's my yeah? Oh my gosh. Do I have anything by Usher? How do I have Burn in My Boo but not Yeah? How does that make sense? Yeah, no. Okay, that's it for karaoke. All right. I don't have everything I need on this right here. Any other karaoke I want to do where I've got the world at my fingertips? I got like these other microphones that are connected to Bluetooth, and then I'll just do it on my laptop. But since I'm using my laptop for this live stream, I guess I can't do it. Well, actually, I probably could. But anyway, never mind. Okay, you can't see the lyrics if we do that way. Okay, one more song. All right. Name a song. Name a song. What should I do? Want me to go back to Seasons in the Sun? Okay. Name me a song. I got supposedly 5 people. I don't know how many of you actually are listening, but if you're listening, pick a song for me to sing, and if I have it, I'll sing part of it. Whoa, what am I doing? There's even a thing on here saying how to sing. All right, so we're going to, since Lee liked Seasons in the Sun, I guess I'll go back to that one, unless somebody else has another request. Any other requests? One of the most depressing songs ever, but it's still fun to sing when you get to the chorus. Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together, we climbed hills and trees. We learned of love and ABCs. Skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend. It's hard to die. When all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air. Hey, the spring is in the air. What a perfect time. Pretty girls are everywhere, somewhere. Think of me, and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. Okay, then we got Goodbye, Papa. Don't cry yet. Don't cry for me, Argentina. We're just trying to get to the chorus that, sounds fun. Not talking about death in the chorus, are we? Too much wine and too much song. Wonder how I got along. It's hard to die. When all the birds are... Why are my birds quiet right now? This is their perfect time for them to sing. Maybe they like hearing me sing. So they're quiet so they can listen to me singing. All right, thank you, birdies. When you see them, I'll be there. Fun in the sun. I think we're coming up on that whole Goodbye Michelle part. I think it's Michelle's turn soon. Then it goes up a little bit higher. Okay. All right, this is my last song I'm doing, and then we're going to call it a day, huh? It's Thursday. I got more stuff. Oh, there we go. Here comes the part you talked about. Goodbye, Michelle, my little one. You gave me love and helped me find the sun. And every time that I was down, you would always come around and get my feet back on the ground. Goodbye, Michelle, it's hard to die. When all the birds... Hey, birds! I can't hear you. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Yeah. All the flowers everywhere. Hey, we're in Texas. We got the bluebonnets. Sunday night, I got a video coming out that includes bluebonnets and sunshine. We had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons at a time. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. And now that the seasons have all gone, so also must I with my live stream. I'm so glad y'all were here, even though I did all the talking. Hi, birds. All right. So, birdies, we had joy, we had fun. We heard you singing earlier, but now we must say goodbye to the birds. And like a song from a movie from 1964, you ready? We sing, bye, bye, birdie. I'm gonna miss you so. Bye, bye, birdie. 'Cause it's time to go. Okay. Say goodbye to the birds. Goodbye to the music. For now. Never could say goodbye to the music. Goodbye. See you soon, Wrestlemania. And we'll see if my predictions are right. Oh, now you want to talk. Okay. All right. That's it. We got some fish too. If anybody wants to help me say goodbye to the fish, if we can see them. Okay, what do we got? There's one of the goldfish we got. Hi, fishies. Okay, goldfish aren't even as fun as the birds. They don't make any noise. But they're nice to watch. They can be peaceful. Doesn't take much to take care of them. Okay. So, all right. So, like I was saying, this Sunday night, even though, of course, you know, those of us who are going to watch it, we got WrestleMania at, actually, I need to post it. I still need to upload it, but I got a new video coming out with me singing. We got like our friend had a baby who just turned 1 year old, and we have this big bear that plays music, and one of the songs is "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. So don't take my sunshine away." All right, so got us playing that song, and then we got Blue Bonnets, me and Mercy eating at a restaurant for our 9-year of meeting each other anniversary, and then I've got so many more videos that I got to finish and put out, but that's the newest one to look forward to seeing. And I'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll see you on your page soon.